Mason, he said you're going to Manchester United.
It's begun. It started. The sagas are here. Mason Mount, Ben Chilwell, along with a number of high-profile football players, are at the Grand Prix this weekend. And here's a Sky Sports reporter claiming that Ben Chilwell has just told him that Mason Mount is joining Manchester United this summer. And here is the response. Take a little listen.
Yeah. Mason, he said you're going to Manchester United.
I'm here to just enjoy this race today. It's an amazing day. Can't wait to watch it, yeah.
That is what Mason Mount said. The internet is going crazy. Oh my God, Ben Chilwell says he's going. We have to put full disclosure on this and we'll break this down. What I will say is this. This is a comment that's come from Fabrizio Romano in the last 40 minutes of me recording this content for you today. By the way, follow us on TikTok and make sure you're subscribing to the Football Terrace. Make sure like buttons have been hit. Scan that QR code on the screen as well. We're going to have lots of exclusive updates on TikTok this summer for you that won't be on YouTube. So if you're someone that follows us, get across to there as well. Fabrizio has said Mason Mount is preparing to say yes to Man United. It's now down to the club to talk about a fee with Chelsea, still wanting 70 million. So it's dropped from 85 to 70 million. Pochettino still hoping that he stays. But as things stand right now, 4th of June, 2023, it's being recorded around 1 p.m. that Mason Mount doesn't want to agree a new deal with Chelsea. Man United are leading the race to sign him. That's the video you've just seen there. But I want to put full disclosure on this because this is what Ben Chilwell also said to Sky. So full truth here. Take a little listen.
Wait for the race. Great qualifying yesterday, so yeah, looking forward to it.
What do you learn?
It's Mason. He doesn't know a thing. Look at him running.
Obviously, Mason is just in front of this interview that's going on right now. That's Mason Mount, in case anyone's wondering.
He's
I have no clue what's going on.
he's in big. Listen, there's all a big news about him, but it'd be a big loss, I guess, if he did go from Chelsea. That's obviously the story we're covering.
Yeah, I mean that's none of my business personally, but I'd love him to stay. Yeah. He's my best mate, so personally love him to stay, but it's none of my business. I can't really comment on that.
None of my business. I can't really comment on that. And that's typically the stance players take when they're being questioned about a teammate. In this circumstance, his best friend. I don't know they were best mates. It's not really. Again, I don't really get that deep into the personal lives of football players. So in this interview, he has kind of played it down and remained very coy.
Listen, what about though next year and getting the team back to where it belongs, I suppose, or has in the last decade?
I mean, that's the aim, of course. You know, we're very excited. Got a big pre-season, new manager. Obviously, everyone knows the players we got, so it's up to us now to go out there and make next season a good one.
Are you interested to work with Maurizio Pochettino, what you've known of him?
Of course, yeah. He's a great manager. Spoke to players that have worked with him, and yeah, everyone's excited.
So there we go. Nothing else in that interview about Mason Mount leaving. I wanted to play the entirety. So the second interview of him stating that Mount's going to United. Personally, I think Chilwell was maybe said that tongue-in-cheek. By the time that interview's happened, he's probably been questioned 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times by multiple journalists, multiple media outlets that are all in that pool of kind of VIPs and celebrities at the Grand Prix. He's probably had people that, mates texting him, other footballers, oh, what's going on with this? He's probably, and now what we're learning is they're best friends. So that's why a lot of people are going to him. And he's probably a little bit jaded, a little bit tired, and maybe just said, well, you will know he's going to Man United, or said something maybe a little sarcastically. Doesn't mean it won't happen, but I do think it's a little bit of a storm in a teacup that this has happened. And we go back and watch that original video again. You can almost see the jovial nature of it.
Mason, he said you're going to Manchester United.
But he's laughing there, like almost hard. I don't want to talk about it because it isn't right for Mason Mount to talk about it right now. It isn't professional for him to talk about it right now, and he's not going to do that. But obviously, as we mentioned already, Fabrizio Romano has spoken about this today, that the player is kind of willing to say yes. There was the news last week that personal terms had been agreed with Manchester United. This was, of course, then sort of really played down by the Chelsea media, the Chelsea press, the in the nose, the big fan accounts, that this is 100% incorrect. Within 24 hours of that being called 100% incorrect, what we were told is that personal terms, though, would be no problem. And, we've spoken about this many, many times on the football terrace. Personal terms agreed, personal terms no problem. Same difference for us, for me personally. I don't see a massive uh, difference. I don't see there being a real issue. I don't see. I just very much look at it. I just look at it simply and straightforward as same difference. He can't sign on the personal agreements until the clubs agree a fee and the official bid is accepted. So that theoretically, they're not complete the personal terms, but you can agree to them. You can tell your agent, I'm happy with that. Tell Man United I want to come. That's agreeing to personal terms, in my humble opinion. I think journalists have changed the terminology so they can't be caught out and, oh, you got that one wrong. That's partly on fans, though, because fans are so obsessed with day-to-day updates, but hate the fact that with day-to-day updates, there's always moving objects and things can change, and you've got to learn to accept it. I think it's very well known that Manchester United are the front runners for him right now. United fans, some of you are unhappy with it, as I've said already. I think he's an upgrade and a significant upgrade on Donny van der Beek, a significant upgrade on Scott McTominay. I think he is a better football player and a better Premier League football player than Fred. I don't think technically on the ball he's as good as Christian Eriksen, but he's certainly got more energy, more stamina, more speed, can press better. So I think he's a good addition to the Man United squad. The price is going to dictate how good the deal in itself in isolation is, and then his performances on the pitch and how he impacts Man United maybe will change some opinions. If he's the only midfield player Man United signed this summer, I'll reiterate this again. That's not good enough. Man United need significantly more. But I don't think it's a bad start. And if you look at the other news today surrounding Kim Min-jae, 3, and I want to read them out because I think some superstar celebrity journalists will end up taking the thunder if this turns out to be true. But Corriere dello Sport, Repubblica, and El Mattino, 3 huge Italian publications, one of them that is based in Naples, have all stated that Kim Min-jae will say goodbye to the Napoli fans today, and he will become a Manchester United player. You may not see the bid until the 1st of July, because that's when the buyout clause starts. So don't expect the deal to complete in the next month to 6 weeks based on that, potentially. But we never know the ins and outs of these buyout clauses. There may be a way of speeding it up. Maybe Man United to put a few additional add-ons on there to get it done quickly to stop other suitors coming in. But that has also been reported. And if Man United start their summer off with Kim Min-jae and Mason Mount for decent, by the way, for a combined total of about 75, 80 million, that is an exceedingly good start to the window. However, you do need that Harry Kane, that powerhouse number 9, that goal scorer. You need a new goalkeeper that can help us play out from the back and an additional midfielder. Then suddenly you're looking at an amazing window that can really push Manchester United forward. But as ever, I want to get your take. I want to get your views. I want to get your opinions. I want to understand what you think in this. Is it a storm in the teacup like I think it is? Or could the comments from Ben Chilwell and Mason Mount be significant in your opinion? Leave us your comments below. Make sure you subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you all again soon.